Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to One Last Hand. We're back. We're playing some more Dragon Eclipse. We're on A53. I don't know how much we'll be able to read of this, but we're on A53. We've just finished fighting and taming a Galomo. I think I said his name differently and incorrectly every other time. But he's now our little buddy. He's going to hang around with us if we want him to. We also picked up one of these tokens and we're told to put it in front of us. So we've got that to the side here. Let's find out. So we've just finished fighting them. We were watching these Galomos from a distance going into a hole, essentially. Let's pick it up from there.
You gaze at the gaping wound in the hill. How long have the ruins been concealed here? Keiberg was founded about 600 years ago, and there's no mention of such a construction in any book or story. You imagine knowledge, treasures, and secrets hidden inside, but then you notice the Galomo by your side and think about the other earth mistlings hiding inside. They could be the potential source of the tremor that struck the city earlier, and you are here to investigate it. As you enter the place, rocks and soil give way to tiled floors, and plastered walls replace stone formations. You look around a large room built in a style you've never seen before. The remains of sunshine send shadows dancing on the walls. Suddenly, you hear a rumble behind you, and the floor shakes. You jump forward to protect your creatures and save your own skin. When the dust settles, you notice that the way back is blocked. The hill still shakes slightly. You must find an escape route, and maybe investigate those ruins a little.
Okay, we get to open map 2. Here we go. Map number 2 is here. Oh, nice. There we go. There is map number 2. Oh, it's so good. Okay, if the Earth icon is in front of you, place token A in slot number 1. Token A in slot number 1. And discard the token. Okay, well, short-lived. Place secret 16. I wish there was a divider for these secret cards. Secret number 1. Secret number 3, that's not quite far enough. Secret 13, 14, 15, 16. Face down at the bottom here, so you can see that down there. The ruins don't seem safe. You shouldn't dwindle. Set the timer. I've got a time icon somewhere over here. Somewhere. Yeah, here we go. There we go. Over here, set this to 3. Okay, so the timer's over here in number 3. If token B is in front of you, discard it, and 2 time. You stayed straight into the forest for too long. If token A is in front of you, discard. Oh, we haven't got that, so they were from previous ones, not on the board. If in front of you, okay. Begin the exploration. So this is where we are. What have we got here? We've got some scripts. This looks like a way out. I take it this isn't the way we came in. This looks like a way out. Potentially that looks like light. There's a little number over here. You're not going to be able to see. I'm going to zoom in, but I don't think you'll be able to see this. Just here is an A56. Just there. Looks like some kind of hidden door of some kind. Is there any other numbers that we can see? I can't see any obvious. We've got A65, which is a bridge. A49, which is this big crystal. I think we're interested in that. A51 and A46 looks like some kind of pedestal or portal, and A37 looks like it's something behind some rocks. There's a lot going on here. I don't know where we want to go next. Okay, I'd like to know where we are. Let's check A65 first, because it looks like the way we're coming in.
You kneel by the tracks left in a thick layer of dust and debris. Except for the footprints, the layer is undisturbed. No one has been here for countless years. The Galomos must have arrived here today, just before you. Suddenly, You feel a little breeze on your left cheek. The feeling disappears almost immediately, but it draws you into the shadows of the northwestern part of the ruins.
Okay. Continue the exploration. So we've done A65. It'd be good to know that we've done these things, right? I might start putting some of these out just to say, well, we've been here. Because then at least it sort of just gives us an indication that we've already done that, because I've got a terrible memory. So we've got A71 over here. Let's have a look at that.
Heavy stones block the way back, and there is no time to do anything about it. The Galomo senses your anxiety and draws your attention to another set of footprints in the thick layer of dust. The prints lead deeper into the ruin. Earth mistlings could help unearth the exit, but what if they cause the structure to collapse even more? Maybe there is another way out.
Okay, so this is where we came in, and then we can walk our way down here to the bridge. So we've had a look at both of those. Let's have a look at A49, because there's definitely something weird going on here. You won't be able to see this either, I don't think. But there's a load of little Galomos, praising this crystal, it looks like. So we're going to A49.
Several Galomos crowd around a large stone, overgrown with moss.
I'm just going to
A50. Your mistling got hurt. You can't allow any more.
Wait. What was that all about? Several Galomos crowd around a large stone with some overgrown with moss. If token A is in slot 4, it's not. Is this requirement met? No. Go to script A52.
The Galomos are enchanted by the stones, but some turn toward you. They aren't hostile, but they obviously don't want you around here.
Okay, I've just laid those out so we've got them to the side there. I'll just move this over a little bit. There we go. We haven't spent any time yet, which is good, but I'm not sure we've learned much either. Okay. These just potentially help us in various situations, and some of these have got icons on which might help us. Okay. So we can examine the rocks, we can study their behaviour, or we can leave. Let's study their behaviour. Go to script A36.
The mistlings seem curious and puzzled. They stare into the stones with veneration. Your Galomo is also interested in stone, but it resists the urge. It tugs the hand of another Galomo to turn its attention to the collapsed entrance, but without success. It looks around, trying to figure out what to do.
Okay, doesn't look like we lost any time there either. A51. We could go back to A49, so I'm not going to put a token on it.
You find yourself in a dark room with half-collapsed walls. Almost no light reaches this place, but you can discern shapes similar to short shelves or chests.
Okay. Search the room. Go to script A47. If we have a light, once per test you may look at the top 2 cards of the item deck and discard one of them. At the end of the test, if you have at least two misfortune, we lose time. Our results are 5 or less. The search takes a while. Take one item and continue the exploration. You find several ancient trinkets that are worth something. We don't lose time and we gain one item. 7 is you gain several ancient trinkets and a twisted piece of metal that resembles a key. Okay, so we really want to be getting 7. 8 is a waste of our time. But we can look at the top 2 cards. Okay, so we've not got many discards. We've not got many cards left, but let's start. So we have started with a 1 and no eyeballs. That's good news. Okay, let's do the next one. We've got another one, so that's 2. This is going to be slow progress. Let's do the next one. That is another 2, but with an eyeball. So we're up to 4. And we really want to get to 7. I'm going to do the next one. We're up to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're up to 5. We need to keep going. Here we go. Oh, hold on. Let's use our torch. I don't think we have to discard it. We can look at the next 2 cards. We've got a 2 with an eyeball, or we've got another 1. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is what we want. You know what? I'm okay with that. I'm going to take this. We'll discard this one, so it goes at the bottom of this deck over here. But that gets us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 2 of these. At the end of the test, if you have 2, you lose at least 1 time. But you find several ancient trinkets and a twisted piece of metal that resembles a key. You take it with you. Maybe if you search the ruins thoroughly, you'll find a lock it opens. Gain 1 silver. We're up to 3 silver. I'm okay losing time if we're getting silver. We've got 3 silver. Perfect. Place token A in slot 3. So that must be to say that we've got a key. Okay, place token A in slot 3. Gain lock script A51. What does that mean? Gain lock script A51. Sorry, lock script A51. Do I go to that? Oh, lock
You find
it.
yourself in a dark room with half...
I see what it's saying. We lock the script A51, so we can't go there. These will go to the back of this deck here. Our search icon IM deck has 1 card left. How do we lock something? I'm going to put a B token on it, I guess. Is that the way to do it? Or let's turn these over. These mean we can go back there. Let's put one of the black this way down. I'm not sure that's how we do it, but that's what we're going to do. Okay. So we did our test. We're back to exploring. We've lost 1 time. Hopefully the roof isn't going to collapse just yet. Should we go over and have a look at A46? So this has got a load of little symbols on. They're really difficult to see, I'm going to be honest with you. It's got a load of little symbols on, and they look like the symbols of the elements. So let's go there and have a little look. This is A46.
You are unsure what the object before you is, but it evokes the impression of a shrine or an altar. 5 of the 6 elements are depicted. Fire, air, earth, and water form a circle, with light glowing inside. Next to it is a sketch of a similar relief, but with the dark element inside the circle.
So we've got the medallion, right, which doesn't have the dark icon on it. Approach the altar. If you have secret 4, we do. Go to script A57. Okay, the medallion, we've stolen it, it's going to be useful.
Hazel's medallion vibrates inside your pocket. You take it out and suddenly feel like the altar tugs the trinket by an invisible string. You notice that some symbols on it match those in the ruins. You allow the medallion to touch the stone, and to your surprise, something clicks. A small fragment of the altar falls to the ground, stirring the dust. Inside the crack, you find an ancient bauble and a tiny drawing representing 5 elements. Once again, without darkness, and a group of quickly sketched figures that emerge from shadows carrying the 6th missing element. The medallion breaks abruptly with an ear-piercing ping.
Ping! We're not giving Hazel her medallion back. I'm going to be honest with you. Discard secret 4. So this goes back into there. Draw 3 cards from the advancement deck. Choose 1 and add it to your missling deck. You may exceed the deck limit or place it behind the unlock card divider. You may exceed the deck limit or place it behind the unlock card divider. Shuffle the rest of the drawn cards back to the advancement deck. Gain the understanding part 6. Well, let's start with that bit. Understanding part 6. I don't know what I understand other than some people carrying darkness. Doesn't sound particularly useful to us. Okay, advancement decks, and we need to replace this. So let's do this first. We've got our secret here. This needs to go back in the secret deck, I think. Secret 04. That's 8. That's 4. Okay, so secret goes in there. The advancement deck. Wasn't there 2 of these? There's lots of A's. Okay. Okay, so this goes out of the way. This is exciting stuff. Let's just zoom in a little bit here. Draw 3 cards from the advancement deck. I'm just going to shuffle these. I don't know if I did before. So I'll just shuffle these very quickly. My shuffling is such a failed, miserable experience where I basically lay out the cards and do it this way. It's so sad. Right. And then I do a really bad shuffle with my hands after that of just like basically moving cards from the front to the back. There's no sliding cards between cards. They're really poor. Right, anyway, let's zoom in and let's have a little look at what we've got. Okay, we have Heavy Strike, we have Bite Back, we have Regeneration. Okay, we have Heavy Strike, Attack, move an opponent in range 1 by attack, move an opponent in range 1 up to 2 spaces. So I can hit them and then move them out of the way. That's quite nice. Bite Back, move if you are in a space with this little umbrella icon, attack. Okay. Regeneration, slot 3, don't know what that means. Move +1. When you or your ally are in range, heal 2. When you and your ally are in range 1, heal 2. Ally, what does that mean? Does that mean we're going to fight with more than one Mistling? Maybe. That's going to be interesting. We need to know what slot means for that. I'll be right back. Okay, slot is on the combat tags. Slot X. If this card is in slot X, you resolve an additional effect. Cards resolved outside of your track, e.g. by using the acceleration air elemental bonus action, are considered not be in any slot. The value is considered 0. For example, if the card effect has gain 1 power, slot 3 gain 2. If this card's in slot 3, you get 2. So if this card's in slot 3, you move 1. You and your ally in range 1 heal 2. That's the bit I don't understand. Makes sense, ally, if you're playing multiplayer, but I guess that means we're gonna be together. I guess that means we're gonna have more than one. I guess that means we're gonna have more than one Mistling fighting at any one time, which kind of makes sense. It's gonna be a bit. I think I'll be a bit annoyed by it if I'm honest, but. We haven't got any way to heal. That would be really nice. But it's so situational that this... Well, no, we get the extra movement, right, if we're in slot 3. Do I want to be able to hit and then move people? That, I feel like in the fight we've just had, would have been really powerful. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take Heavy Strike. So we get to hit for 3... and then we get to move the opponent back. This feels way too situational for us. Attack and then move an opponent in range of 1, 2 feels pretty useful, although a lot of this is... a lot of what we do is ranged, I think, or some of what we do is ranged. I think that's fine. Okay, let's tuck these back in here. This goes back in the advancement deck slot. That feels huge, and we go to script A68.
There are also some translucent weathered figurines on the altar, each emanating a dim light. There is a strange touch to this. You can see pulsating darkness in the core of those statuettes. You feel uneasy when you look at them.
Take the figurines with you, leave them alone. I mean, we've got to pick them up, right? You will examine them later. Gain Secret 08. I was just looking at Secret 08. Secret 5. secret 3, secret 6, secret 7, secret 8. Translucent figurines. You found these. Here they are. You found these idols in the ruins near Kerberg. The pulsating darkness inside makes you uneasy. Okay. Let's tuck these over here. We got rid of a creepy medallion. We got a creepy doll. Okay, great. Lock script A46. So we're going to do this again and put this over here. We didn't lose any time for that as far as I can tell. We can go to A37, which is this here.
The wall with ancient faded frescoes is partly covered with debris. The frescoes present a group of silhouettes with wings or something resembling them. Some of them wield weapons of sorts, maybe. There is a full moon in the sky, surrounded by constellations well known to you.
What's interesting about the app is it doesn't show you, I don't think, the icon. So what script are we on? Let's just go back. We're on script A37. So if I go to the book A37, A37, unearth the frescoes, lose 1 time, go to script A66. So it's telling us, I think we're losing out here because it doesn't tell us. I'm just going to click on unearth the frescoes and then pause it. Go to lose time, then go to script A66. I wonder if any of the others did that. It's interesting to know that this will tell you that you're going to lose time. I think I need to continue turning in the books to see that. I didn't really listen to what he was saying. Hold on. A37. I'm just going to pause it when he starts reading.
The wall.
The frescoes present a group of silhouettes with wings or something resembling them. Some of them wield weapons of sorts. Maybe there is a full moon in the sky surrounded by constellations well known to you. So we can unearth them, which is going to take us some time. I think we have to do that. We lose 1 time. If I was meant to lose other time, I apologise. I'm now thinking the plus point of the journal is it tells you you're going to lose time on the page, whereas this one doesn't tell you until you click on it. Okay, script A66. Perform a test. Okay, once per test, if token A is in slot, let's go to A66 here. I can maybe show it to you. You'll have to let me know how you feel about us using the app versus me reading it. I'm beginning to think maybe reading it is the better option, but then you'd have to put up with my terrible voice acting and poor reading. Once per test, if token A is in slot 1, it is, okay. The tamed Galomo wants to help. You may discard a misfortune after you draw it. Spend tools immediately to resolve the chosen test outcome. At the end of the test, if you have at least 2 misfortune, gain 1 fatigue. So we do have you. We need to grab these and just shuffle these. So let's do that now. If we get a 5 or less, you cleared out part of the debris, but not enough. We lose 1 time and continue. If we get a 6, you cleared out the debris, we lose 1 time and gain secret 07. If we get a 7, you cleared out the debris in no time, gain 1 item, gain secret 07, continue the exploration. If we get an item, we're going to have to lose an item. Oh no, we've got 2, we are allowed 3. Okay, if we get 8 or more, you did not find what you did what you could, but the rubble fell down from the ceiling. Continue the exploration and lose time. So 7 is the only way we don't lose time. We have to turn over this one first. And it is a 3 with no eyeballs. If we have 2 eyeballs, we gain 1 fatigue. Let's go with the next one. We've got another 2, so we're up to a 5. That would mean we cleared out part of it, but we didn't finish. So we're going to have to do another one. That's a 6. That's bad news. When this card is discarded in any other way, then it's at the end of the test. Shuffle it back into the deck. That puts us up to 11. 11 does not help us because I have no way of stopping that. That's really harsh. I can subtract 2 from the test, which would get us to a 9, which is still a fail. I can remove a fatigue card from the deck, which I could do, but I haven't got any. Ultimately, we fail this miserably. If token A is in slot 1, the Tame Galomo wants to help. You may discard a card with an eyeball on after you draw it. Yes, Galomo, you're a legend. Hold on. Another one. So we're up to 5, 6. Do I push for one more? Do I push for one more, or do I just take the 6? I think we just take the 6. Gain 1 item and gain secret 0/7. So let's take an item. We have got bait, combat, move an opponent by 1 space. I'm allowed that because we haven't got enough of those. And we get secret 7. Let's find secret 7 in here. That's 1, that's 2, that's 4, that's 5, that's 3. Why is 3 above those? Very weird. Well, there's only one reason for it. It's me. 5, 6, and 7. Secret 7 is place this card on the map. Okay, so we can put these up here. This wasn't discarded. This card here wasn't discarded at the end of a test. It was discarded in a test, so it goes back into this deck and we shuffle it. I hate that card, I'm going to be honest with you. It's horrendous. Who put that in there? Okay, so we can put that there. These go back into the discard for the items. This goes over here. Continue the exploration. Well, obviously we want to go to... did I move this down? I did, I think, right? You clear out debris, gain 1 item. I think I need to move this down again. I'm not sure. Did I? I think I moved it. No, so I think I've done that. We are going to A67.
The rest of the painting shows... Wait. Where is the second moon? The sky is detailed, if faded, and there is no way the artist forgot to include the second most crucial part of the night sky. It's a mystery for another time, though. Under the only depicted moon, you also see a stone, similar to the one in the ruins, and a group of earth mistlings around it. The stone shines with a bright green light. A tall figure stands next to it and touches it with their hands. Will it react if you do the same? From behind, a silhouette wearing armor with rectangular patterns emerges from a black, distinctive line smeared onto the fresco. They're headed for the stones, with a weapon in one hand and a leash in the other, leading a monstrous, dark mistling.
Okay. If slot 4 is empty, it is. Place token A. If you have an idea as how to interact with the stones currently surrounded by the Galomos, continue the exploration. We don't lose any time for it. Okay. We've got this A56. It is. Let's go there. I'm a little bit worried that the whole thing might collapse. We haven't really found a way out other than trying to redig our way back out here. So A56.
You spot a rectangular shape in the darkness, which appears to be a strange door carved into the stone wall. You try to open it, but without success. When you feel the surface with your hands, you find a strangely shaped keyhole.
Ooh, we've got a key. If token A or B is in slot 3, go to script A60. Is this requirement met? Yes, it is.
The key fits, and the door gives way under your touch. You stand in a tiny chamber with a pedestal in the center. The faded frescoes show human-like silhouettes and blurry mistlings working together on something unintelligible. There is another exit from this room, a tight corridor from which you can feel a gentle breeze. A way out?
If token A is in slot 3, gain 1 equipment. Nice. And flip token in slot 3 from A to B. Find an interesting item on the pedestal in the center of the room. So that goes to that. We need to find equipment. Where the heck is that in here? I wish these just had little dividers. I might just make some myself because that would be really useful. Where is the equipment? Hello, equipment. This is equipment. Considering there's so many of these little cards, it'd be really nice to have something at the end of this. Okay, let's just flip these over, spin these round. Okay, so we gain 1 equipment. It is a shovel. Okay, nice. I'll leave these up here for now, just in case we need them again. But we have a shovel. I can carry 2 equipment, so we're okay for that for now. And I can use the trigger of the trigger keyword in combat, which is quite nice if I want to discard it. Okay, we found a way out. Follow the corridor, search the alcove, return to the ruins. Let's search the alcove. Gain 1 item and 1 silver and lose 1 time. Oh god. This is kind of much more. This is much more. I mean, I can go back. I don't have to do this. So where this is telling me now, after we've read all that, I can do this. Whereas if we just go back a second. 1 second. So A60. So in A60, if I find A60 in the book, the way it works, and this is the thing, I think we're losing possibly, well, we just go down a road that we don't necessarily need to go down. So if we go to A60, you can see here, it says, I'll just try and keep this up in the air, the key fits the door, you get under the blah, blah, blah. We can take token. Then it says, follow the corridor. This will lead, it must lead outside, go to script A72, gain 1 item, 1 silver, then go and lose 1 time, and then return to the ruins, continue the exploration, right? So they're the options on there. It tells you what's going to happen, whereas on here, the options are follow the corridor, no more information, search the alcove, no more information, return to the ruins. If I click this, it then tells you that extra bit. So we kind of have to click on it to get a little bit more info. I don't know why it's not just on there. Okay. So I think we search the alcove. We've started doing that. We gain 1 item and 1 silver. So here's our silver. And we gain an item. So let's take 1 of these. Although we're going to have to remove an item if we want these. So these are glazed nuts. Let's remove the firework, which allows us to remove 1 fatigue card from our deck. And we have got 1 fatigue card. So let's do that. There's the fatigue. We've got him here. We can take that out. I don't think I've got any more fatigue cards. I think we maybe got away with just the 1. Perfect. Okay. So firework goes in the discard, and we have now got some glazed nuts. Just what we always wanted. Okay. And we lose 1 time. So this is down here. So when this is down here, we trigger it, right? When we get to continue exploration. Return to the ruins. Continue the exploration. That's when this is triggered. So the ruins shake. The ruins shake in a sudden tremor. Go to script A55. A55. If slot B is in token 2, go to script A41. It is not. Nothing is in 2.
The ground shakes, and dust and pebbles rain down on your head. 1 more quake, and the ceiling will collapse.
Okay. Place token B in slot 2. Place secret 16. It's the secret you just revealed, face down in the event slot. Put this on the red timer and put it back in 3. So whatever we're gonna do, we're gonna have to do quickly. Continue the exploration. We're obviously coming back to this, right? Here.
Several Galomos crowd around a large stone, overgrown with moss.
So last time out, if token A is in slot 4, go to script A58. Yes, it is. We don't need to read
The
it.
Galomos are...
Because we know they're looking at the thing. Our Galomo tried to stop them, and they weren't interested. We can examine the rock. We can place our hand on the rock. We can place our hands on stone. We're a bit reckless. We're not going to examine the rocks. We're just going to place our hands on it. Maybe the Galomos will help you dig up the exit. Go to Place your hands on the stone. Maybe the Golomos will help you dig up the exit. Well, hold on a second. A58. Let's just do it from the book. So A58, examine the stones. We lose 1 time and we go to script A48. Place your hands on stone. Maybe they'll help dig up. So we go to A44.
Golomos growl when you approach the stones, but they don't attack. You touch the tallest rocks, and the whole formation explodes in a flash of bright green light. The Golomos stumble backwards, and some run toward the exit. You hear the strange sounds followed by digging noises. It pains you that you've scared the mistlings, but now you have a way out. And they have it too, in case the ruins collapse.
Okay. Gain secret 09. They're not secret cards, nor are they. These are secret cards. 9. What have we got? We have place this card on the map. So this goes over here, A63. We can go out the way we came. Interesting. Continue the exploration. We didn't lose any time for that. Are we ready to go? Do we just leave? Is there anything else for us to do here? I don't think so, right? We've touched this rock, it exploded. We could go back and examine it now. We've got a little bit of time. Let's do that.
Several Golomos...
I don't know if this is going to... It didn't tell us to do anything different, so... let's...
The Golomos...
Yeah. Let's examine the rocks. We're going to lose 1 time for doing such a thing. A48.
You observe the stones from a safe distance. They shine lightly when the Golomos draw closer. So they seem to react to the earth element. And when the ground trembles, they vibrate like tuning forks. Could they be amplifying the quake? As the vibrations grow stronger, the Golomos shake to the frequency.
Okay, so we've got vibrating Golomos. Very nice. Okay. Continue the exploration. We're done here, right? We've done all of this. We've done this. Our question is whether we go out through A56 or A63. Should we go out through A56? It's different to the way we came in. Let's do it. Yep, we know this. Is token A or B in slot 3? Yes, it is.
The key...
Yep, we know. If token A is slot 3, gain 1 equipment. We've done all of that. We can follow the corridor. We can search the alcove. We can return to the ruins. We want to follow the corridor.
The corridor ends abruptly, covered in rubble. But you can see the night sky through the hole high above your head. The climb is relatively easy, and you emerge on the side of the hill.
Gain the secret exit status. Secret exit status. Okay, here's our pass thing. Secret exit. Secret exit. Done. Consider the secret exit status achieved. Okay.
When you take a deep breath and savor the chilly night that smells of pines and wet grass, the ground shakes again. An ear-splitting sound rends the air. It feels like the whole world has snapped in half. You look toward Caerberg, fearing for the city, and freeze as the lights on the walls go out. You are too far away to see details, but you imagine the worst. You quickly check if your creatures are all right and decide to move on. Then, the stars and the moons disappear, confusing and scaring you even more. When the stars reappear, you realize the sky was obscured by a massive silhouette. Only a dragon could be this big. You are unsure if that makes you feel calmer or even more terrified, but also a little excited.
Holy! Go to script A61. Congratulations, you've reached the end of the scenario. We'll go to A61 over here because it will tell us what to do, right? Congratulations, you've reached the end of the scenario. Open the rulebook and read after the scenario, then follow the instructions below. After the scenario. You couldn't have put a page number in here? No? Fine. After the scenario. It's not on here. Great. Super. Thank you for this. After the scenario. After the scenario. Gaining new scenarios. Take the world map, take it out of the box and place it in front of you. You may be instructed to perform several steps. To flip a world map card, take it from its slot, flip it over to its explore side. This often means that once an available scenario is now locked, once available scenario is now locked. You also gain a new world map card. You slot them in the card holder. Pay attention to which side up the cards should be when you slot them in. Those cards offer new scenarios, new scripts, spoil further details. When you are told, open a booster. Choose a random booster from the game box and open it. Place all the cards from the booster behind the unlocked dividers cards. These cards can be added to your deck during the deck construction phase in subsequent scenarios. In the special edition of the game, boosters are sealed. To open a booster, you tear the foil. After the campaign, you may reset the boosters using the unboxing instructions. Okay, nice. Gaining advancement cards. In addition to the starting cards you obtained in the first scenario, there are other neutral cards that can be unlocked after each scenario. These cards are included in the advancement deck. There are 2 advancement decks, A, which is used at the beginning of the game, and B, which is more powerful, unlocked later in the campaign. Gain an advancement deck, take all the cards, draw 8 with 1 fewer for each fatigue card. Okay, choose 3 cards and place them behind the unlocked divider. Okay, so it's different to what we did just then. Discard all fatigue cards, fully heal all of your mistings, saving the game. Okay. Intriguing. So we've got our little world map thing here. Congratulations, you reached the end. Take the world map. Gain the world map card 1, explored side up. I'm going to have to bring this over here because there's quite a few of these things. Explored side up. Gain world map card 1. Where am I putting it? Here. Okay. It goes in here. What way around does this go? This way. Hold on. This is a bit weird. They're the opposite way round. So this one goes in here. Weird. Okay. Okay. Gain the world map card 2. That's this one. And it's unexplored side up. So we'll put that in there like so. Okay, there we go. That's in there. So that's got a new Shadow of the Dragon script on it. We gain card 13 for 7, 15, 14, 13. And that goes this way up because we've just been to this. We've just been to these ruins, so this goes in here like so, and it's explored. And then card 15. That's 14. Hold on, 15. This one here, and this is on the explored side as well. So look how much we've explored. Look, we're filling up the world. I love that. That's pretty nice. Okay. Next we have slot cards in as the diagram below. Open a random boost card. Place all these cards behind the thingy. So I'm just going to grab these. Because we had quite a lot of them. Now, what I do know is that one of these was laying on the top. Now there was one, so I'm just going to check this number here. Let's just zoom in. Just going to check this number here. If they all look the same, then I'm gonna just choose a random one. CB, 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 and CB. So they're all CBs. So we're going to just choose one of these at random. Let's go with this one. Okay. So we get to open this, so let's open this up. There we go. And let's have a little look at what we've got. Look at this. Burning Demise. Holy moly. Deal X burn damage, so this is a fire one, to each missling, including you, in any range where X is the card slot number. Okay. This is a water, an ice one. Stormborn Veil. This one is holographic or foil. This one's not. Attack Pierce 1 if you're attacking an earth, pierce another one. If your opponent is not in range 1 from you, each time you gain damage, any damage from range, reduce it. We got 2 of those. Opalescent bubbles. Attack in range of 2 deals silence. Don't even know what that means. These are the ones we could use because they're the brightness. Adjusted frequency, deal 2 damage in range, in any range. Bonus action, 1 energy, tune. Blink 1 of your attacks or your attacks this turn. Blink 1 or your attacks this turn have pierce. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like they're the ones we'll be putting in the deck if we do. Sprouting darkness, deal 3 damage, range damage in any range if you have at least 10 cards in your discard pile trigger. Okay, I think I just need to figure out the range damage bit, I think. Move your attack, pierce 1, move or attack, pierce 1, spend any number of damage for each 5 spent, move or attack, pierce 1. Okay, cost in blood, deal 3 range damage, search 3. Attack plus X, where X is the number of your shield. You may spend 4 to trigger. Okay, so they all go behind the unlocked cards section. What I do just want to know is if these cards here that we got, I'm just going to show you these, are any of these those cards? Curse upon a sprouting darkness, undying light. I don't think so. Boulder throw, costing blood, skyward assault. That was one. Storm, fiery rage. So I think we can put some of those in and just replace them. They just basically replace the card. I think we'll come back to that when we get to deck building. Okay, open a random booster and put them behind the unlock card. Take all of the cards behind the advancement deck divider. Is that all of them? I'm not sure if that is all of them. Hold on, they're locked cards. There's a sneaky little one just sitting there. Okay. Take all of the cards behind the advancement deck, shuffle them and draw 8 cards. Let's just zoom out a little bit. Shuffle them and draw 8 cards. One fewer for each fatigue in your Misslings deck to a maximum of 3. Choose 3 cards and place them behind the unlocked cards. So we don't need to worry about that because we got rid of our fatigue. Let's just double check there's no fatigue in here. Pretty sure there's not. I think I checked it just a second ago, but no fatigue. No fatigue. Okay, great. Good to be getting more powerful at the end of this, but I suspect our enemies are as well. So we need 8 cards. We'll read them as we go. We have Heavy Strike. This is the one we unlocked a little bit. Let's just check that these are shuffled properly. They look shuffled. I'm just going to give them another bit of a shuffle. Heavy Strike. This is the one we got last time. Attack. Move an opponent in range of 1 up to 2 spaces. Okay. Don't know if we need another one of those. So that's 1. Next is Hone to Perfection. Move. Bonus action. If this is on the top of our deck, 1 energy, sharpen your attacks. This turn they have an additional 1 damage. Not bad. Okay, buyback. I think we've seen all of these so far, so that's 3. Defensive position. You may discard another card, and if it's on the top of our discard pile, plus 2 damage, plus 2 shield, minus 1 damage. We have push. Move an opponent in range of 3 up to 2 spaces away from you. Each space must be further from you than the previous one. You may spend 2 to trigger. Okay. Another buyback. We need all 8 of these. So we've got regeneration again. So this is if it's in slot 3. We might go with that one because it does give us a way of healing. But then we have Blind Fury. Attack. You may gain 4 damage to attack again. That I feel like would be really good, but not really good for us. I'm just a little bit worried about this. You and your ally in range 1 heal 2. I don't know where and when that comes into play as to who our allies are. I can only assume we're going to have to fight with 2 Misslings, and then it feels very specific. But it is healing, and we have no ways of healing. So maybe it is important. Let's take defensive position. So we are, let's just read this again. Choose 3 and place them behind the unlock card. So let's take defensive position because I think that's pretty good. Blind Fury feels a bit mental, right? Dealing 4 damage to yourself to then attack again. Maybe if I did more damage, I'd be more inclined to take that one. We don't need 2 bitebacks. If you are in this space, then attack. That feels so specific. Let's take regeneration then, and then we've got push, move an opponent by 3. You may spend 2 to trigger, and just to read the trigger fully to you. Trigger's wording is not on here. Where's trigger's wording? Hold on a second. Trigger. What have I done with the book? Over here. Trigger, I just want to make sure we're reading it so we know it specifically. Trigger may only be used once per turn. Ignore all trigger effects after the first one. When you trigger, resolve another card from your slots. Do not gain the energy and discard it. Then end resolving the card that caused the trigger and discard it. When the enemy triggers, flip the enemy's attack. So, I mean, this is going to get us another action for 2 energy, which could be really useful in a particular scenario. We've already got one of these. The question is, do we want to have extra damage to our attacks for the turn? Or do we want to do this and potentially... I'm going to take push. Okay, so the rest of these go back. Interesting. Not sure I feel that much stronger after those, but... adding that with the booster cards, we might end up in a place where we're good to go. Okay, remove all of your fatigue. We've done that. Heal, fully heal. That's good news. So we can take these and put these back over here. Oops, throwing it on the floor. Fully heal. The next scenario introduces a few rules that you haven't learned during this scenario. If you didn't read the rulebook, make sure to check the following sections before the scenario. All parts. Advanced rules, summons. Allies, summons, okay. Common combat quests, arena maps and cards. Save the game or start another scenario. Please note that only the scenario Shadow of the Dragon is available right now. More choices will become unlocked after that scenario. Okay, that is us done, I think, for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, a comment, all of those things. Let me know the bits I got right, the bits I got wrong. If you're playing this, let me know how it's going. No spoilers, please, in the comments where you can, but we'll tuck these cards behind our available cards, unlocked cards. There they go. I'm really enjoying this, I have to say. I think, Choose Your Own Adventure games have been around forever, right? I'm old enough to remember them. This is fun. The combat's fun. And relatively quick and relatively crunchy, I guess, in terms of just having to think about what you're doing. But it doesn't feel like it's too... I mean, we've only done 2 combats, right? It doesn't feel like it's too complicated. And sometimes you find with games, they're just a bit too much. But then that being said, I could have got it all wrong. The exploration is fun. I think the app is maybe throwing me off a little bit with the not showing you when you're losing it, but the book does. Maybe we switch back to the book and just click the read, but it's just going to slow down the videos a little bit in terms of... Get the page, go to it, then use the app, go to it, then click the button to read it, and then so that might just put a bit of a buffer in it, I guess. But really enjoying it. We'll see you again soon. Leave a comment, leave a like, all of those things. They really help the channel. If you want to see more, let me know in the comments below. I'll see you again soon. Thank you.